Hello stock traders, I hope all of you had a good trading day today. Today, if you were following the top 7 and others from yesterday's video, then you would have finished even. You wouldn't have made money or lost money, but the market was down today, so I call that a win. I personally had a 0.97% gain, so a small gain today, and that was mainly with some of my options that did very well. Month to date, you should be at a 7.02% return compared to the Dow Jones Industrial that's up 3.16%. That's a little bit better than the Dow Jones, so far doing okay so far this month. Year to date, I am at a 551% return, so of course I'm excited about that, way above my 200% goal. Let's talk about the day trade picks. Now, these day trade picks come out at 5:30 a.m. Central, and I put them out on the standard level of my Patreon group, send it out via Discord. Today, the picks were CSCW, CEI, and BDR. So BDR was probably the best of those picks. Later on in the afternoon, it did pretty well. I day traded a little bit and had a 3.7% gain. I like to use Webull for my intraday trading, and the reason why I do is because it's got terrific scanners. So I love to look at the biggest winners and look for stocks that pop up on the list. Usually there's volume behind that, so I double check and make sure that the price and volume is there. I love Webull for its different tools, all the different things that you can do on it. I think it's a very powerful broker. If you're looking for a powerful broker, highly recommend you check them out. You can trade as early as 3 o'clock in the morning, as late as 7 o'clock at night. Check it out in the description down below. You get one free stock when you sign up and another free stock when you deposit money. Okay, so I have some sales to report. So I finally sold something. Yesterday I didn't sell a single thing, but here Tuesday sold quite a few things. The first one was SELB, sold for a 7.1% gain. I sold Levi finally for a 1.4% gain, so a small gain on it. Sold FPRX for a 6.5% gain, and sold MPLN for a 14% loss, and that was not good. That one was an insider swing play. I don't know, for whatever reason it just didn't take. So a lot of people have been asking me about options. They've been asking me how to do them. Mainly I like to do call options, and I'll buy call options on a stock I'm extremely bullish on. And I've had a lot of success doing that. And if you are looking for a detailed video of how I like to do it and how I like to buy call options and my strategies that I use for that, then please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. If we get 500 likes in this video, you will see that come out soon. So let's get to the top 7 and others, because there are so many great picks to go through. Let's get right to it. The first one is LSPD. On Tuesday, it finished down 3.68%. My average is $36.57. And this is light speed point of sale. And ARK has been buying up shares on this, and also other institutions have been loading. And LSPD, I think, is a good stock to own. The next is TAK, and this is Takedo Pharma. On Tuesday, it finished down 2.79%. My average in at $17.50. And they had a recent partnership with Arrowhead that was pretty significant in my opinion. But since that's happened, it's been kind of a sell the news type of situation. But I think that'll turn around come tomorrow. Institutions are loading up on this. Also, institutional ownership is increasing every day. The next one is INCY. This is Insight Corp. And on Tuesday, it finished down 0.63%. My average in it's $96.84. And they recently inked a deal with Nimble Therapeutics, and ARK Funds is loading up on this stock. So I'm expecting this one to continue to climb. Tomorrow, you never know, there could be more ARK loading happening. And so if that should happen, the stock will really move upwards. And I think it's a very good investment. All right, the next is GBTC. And this is Grayscale Bitcoin. You might be like, Bitcoin, what are you talking about? Well, if you're going to get in Bitcoin, the way to do it is a trust. And on Tuesday, this finished down 2.25%. Since I've added this to the list, it has performed well. But it's an OTC, so you got to have Schwab or Think or Swim or TD Ameritrade. E-Trade, I believe you can buy OTCs, but you have to have certain brokers, and this is not available with Webull, unfortunately, or Robinhood. Well, that's just one of those things, but it's a Bitcoin trust, and if you're going to get into Bitcoin, it's a very diversified way of doing so. But here's my thinking. With the stimulus talks going on, I'm expecting this stock to really shoot upward. And that's literally my thesis behind it. So I think think that this one's going to do really well. You're going to be really happy if you get into this over the next couple of weeks, in my opinion anyway. All right, the next is Kala Pharmaceuticals, KALA. On Tuesday, it finished up 3.52%, about time. My average in it is $8.34. They have a PDUFA date coming up October 30th, so it's still a couple weeks away, but we should start to see that run up here soon. It is for L-Suvis, which is dry eye disease. This should be an easy approval for them through the FDA. I don't know if anything's an easy approval through the FDA, but this is as close as you can get, and I'm expecting an approval towards the end. But this is a run up, so I'm planning on playing the run up. I will sell it prior to decision date as we go forward. The next, not in the top 7, is NEE, Next Era Energy. On Tuesday, it finished down 1.37%. This is the first down day it's had since being added to the list, so I think it's nothing to panic about. My average in it is $297.98 per share, and they have a 4-to-1 stock split coming up, and I think this is going to be big for them as we get closer. So we should really start to see an inflow, lots of order inflow and less outflow on it, and I think it will do well. All right, now let's get to the top 7, and number 7 is DraftKings, DKNG. Tuesday, it finished up 1.15%. My average in it is $50.56. And the reason why I like it is because Credit Suisse just started coverage at $76 for a price target. Now, you might be like, analyst price targets, they never hit those. But Credit Suisse has a very, very good track record of very good price targets, and they have a smart group of analysts as part of that. So if they say it's worth $76 a share, we're probably going to be at $76 a share sometime within a year. There's no guarantees in the stock market, but I feel very good about them. And at $50, it's way undervalued. All right. Number 6, and this stock has been on a tear. If you add it at the same time that this was added to the list, then you're up around 31% in it. But this is IPOB, and my options on this thing are up 170%, so it's really doing pretty fantastic. On Tuesday, it finished up 3.79%. My average in it is $18.24. And this is social capital that is also merging with Glassdoor, and ARK Funds is loading up on this big. And so this is a stock that should continue upwards. It's done very well, but I don't think it's anywhere near what it could be. I think it's a $30 a share stock. And number 5 is IOVA. This is Iovance Biopharmaceuticals. On Tuesday, it finished up 4.44%. My average in it is $30.55, and institutions are loading up on this also, and so I'm expecting this to continue to move up. Number 4 is WORK. On Tuesday, it finished up 1.98%. My average in it's $31.31. And this is Slack Technologies. ARK Funds is loading up on this. Slack has definitely been surging ever since that is happening. I don't think that they're done. I think that millions of dollars are going into this, and I don't think it's anywhere close to where it's going to be. So we have a great group of investors. We have this Patreon group, and you should check it out. It is in our description down below, and there are a lot of really smart investors, not just me. Of course, you get all my alerts, you get all my insider alerts, anything I'm looking at, and you can follow these stocks and make money also. And so there's lots of great tools and tips. I mean, just today, a friend of mine named Ryan was looking at Workhorse, and Workhorse was having a decision with USPS contract. And so he was like, is it a good idea if I do a call option and a put option? Because obviously it's going to go either way. So if you did that, then one would be worthless and the other one would probably go up by 200 or 300%. And I thought it was a really brilliant idea. And that's just some of the ideas that we bounce off one another. But there's just so many great ideas like that that float around. And it's definitely a cool group to be a part of. For the small amount of cost, you'll be glad you joined. All right, number 3, Spectrum Pharma. It finished on Tuesday up 2.39%. My average in it's $4.12. And this is for Rolantis, which is a chemotherapy drug. And analysts have a target on this of $10.42. And they have a PDUFA date of October 24th. Number 2 is PSTG. This is Pure Storage. And Pure Storage on Tuesday was up 3.74%. This is brand new to the list. ARK Funds is loading gigantically, and I just can't ignore it anymore. And also, this stock has had recent insider activity about 3 months ago. And this one was a real high performer for us following it after insider activity. So PSTG has multiple things that I like about it, and there's lots of money going in for sure. And so I think this one isn't even close to where it's going to be. So this should really move up going forward. Number 1 is Accolade Inc. ACCD. And on Tuesday, it finished up 7.72%. This is brand new to list. And this is a recent IPO that has been on fire. And also, ARK Funds is loading, other institutions are loading, and today it was reported again that ARK had bought more shares of it. And so tomorrow, this is going to be a very fantastic stock. So I highly recommend waiting for that dip, finding a good entry point, and riding this thing to the moon, because I think it's really going to do fantastic tomorrow. Anyway, I do a lot of work for this list. If you could do me a huge favor, and please hit that most amazing and wonderful like button. And if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe now. And turn on those bell notifications so you get notified when one of these great videos comes out. I started this list to help other investors and to give ideas and to form a group where people shared ideas. Hopefully you benefit from this list, and I look forward to talking with you in the future. And Raythoven out.